Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I'm making a lot of just yeah videos, just personal videos and stuff like that. I've been making a lot of videos like that instead of like SkullKlown channel. I mean SkullKlown videos, but that's fine. That's fine. It's nice to take a break from them sometimes and do your own little thing before you do those types of projects, basically. Um, because I feel like I'm not ready to talk about um, the other videos I did want to talk about, such as John Carter. I haven't watched it, but I just mentioned it. I just wanted to mention it. Um, I still haven't watched also the day the Earth blew up. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to so bad, but the time and then I had and then the not even the money. I don't think it was even that. It was just like other things in life, you know. It wasn't bad stuff or anything. It was just like things kept me occupied to the point that I couldn't even make it to the theater um, to even watch it. But I can watch it online eventually, and I'm glad that movie did good. The fact that that movie did good and we can get Coyote versus Acme is cool. But if I talk about it in a spiritual light way, I'm going to sound disappointed because I already know what's going to basically happen. But let's not even talk about that. Let's talk about because this is not that type of video. That's why. Um, let's talk about some Disney movies. Let's talk about some Disney movies because I really haven't talked about a lot of Disney movies. And I want to say this first and foremost: I'm not a kids channel, not anymore, because obviously I started when I was young, but I'm not an adult. I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a full adult, 31 years old, about to be 32 years old. So I would say foul language. I say a whole bunch of shit. Seriously. So if you're a person that watch Disney stuff and you don't like to hear that, or your kids don't, and if you're having your kids watch this, please do not watch me. Leave. Watch someone else. This is why you go to the kids section on YouTube, not regular YouTube. Good God. But moving on. I don't have to. I shouldn't say that. You shouldn't have to hear that from me. I'm an adult telling you this. I shouldn't have to tell you this. To be honest, come on, guys. You know, people that understand and know where I'm coming from with that. You know, so let's talk about. Actually, I want to go down the list. Let's go. Let's go down the list. All right, let's go down a list. Let's see now. Um, let's see the golden era of Disney movies from 1937 to 1942. I'm probably not even going to talk about all of them here. I'm just going to look at the films here, if I could. Oh, this is a YouTube video, isn't it? Um, hmm, hmm. Hold on. You know what? I can just do this. There we go. Uh, um, okay. So, do they have all of them here? Well, technically, this is what they're showing here. Um, obviously, let's talk about. To be honest, I saw all of these films. If you were born in the '90s, you watched these films. You watched these films already. Seriously. Moving on. Um, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, 1937. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the remake because I haven't even watched the remake, and there's a lot of controversy with the remake and all that. And I was just like, I don't give a shit. I'm pretty sure if the movie will make money, we'll make money. Just because little kids, just I mean, people and little kids just want to see that movie, despite how many people have probably feel about it and everything like that. I'm sure it's a shit movie. I mean, Disney hasn't been doing for Disney hasn't been doing really hasn't been doing good at all. I can't even say it because it's just disappointing with this company. It really is. Um, that's why I knew about the Stitch movie was not even going to be good anyways. So none of these movies haven't really been good. I've never been a fan of these Disney live action movies. There's only been like two, and then yeah, only like I said, only two that I liked, and then there's other two that people mention that saying that it's not so bad. The Lilo and Stitch one is starting to feel that way for some people, but like some people hated it, other people are like, it's not that bad. I liked it, and other people are just like, I'm not watching it, and I'm over here like, I don't even care to watch it. You know, seriously, I just didn't care to watch it, and I love Lilo and Stitch. Are you kidding me? I grew up with that shit, that and that show, um, and that crossover with the Proud Family and Kim Possible and shit like that. Yeah, if you're a kid that grew up in the 2000s and stuff like that too, you know, from the 90s, if you're a 90s kid that grew up in the 2000s and you saw all of that stuff, yeah, yeah, you were living good. You were living good. All right. So let's go to Snow White. This movie, this animation of a movie is good. I love that they picked a literally and they literally got. I miss this animation of Disney so fucking much due to the fucking goddamn day. I fucking miss it. Um, this animation style that they've always drawn characters to look like their real life. This type of character style I have always adored. And they just got rid of it for no fucking reason. You mean to tell me you can't draw a freaking person right in front of you and then draw them out like that? Or grab a picture of them and you can draw them? Like literally, cartoony wise? Like for crying out loud, that's been a thing for years. And still to this day they kind of do it a little bit, not all the time. But you mean to tell me you can't do that still, Disney? Anything with animation too. Wasn't Disney going to try to bring back the animation department, and they were actually really going to do animation? Didn't I hear that not that long ago? Was that last year, or was that bullshit? No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Remind me if that was just a rumor, because if that is a rumor, Disney, you should be disappointed in yourself, because that shouldn't be a rumor. I'm dead serious. If Disney can go back to doing hand drawn anime, you know what? I think this is what's wrong with this company. This company actually feels like this company's burned out. This company it's burned out. This company knows it's burned out, and they can get away with anything because they know they have that pocket. All right. Mickey Mouse knows he has that pocket, so he can't really do anything right now. King Mickey can't do shit. So you know what King Mickey wants to do? You know, let's no, you know, we got all these live action Marvel movies and these 3D animation movies. Let's get stuff hand drawn. That'd be nice. Hopefully you don't fuck it up. Hopefully you won't be the South Park Mickey. But it's already too late. Mickey's already is the South Park Mickey. We've lost our king, Kingdom Hearts fans. um, we lost him to the dark side. For how long? Oh, it was a long time ago, to be quite honest with you. Um, don't say it didn't happen just now. Oh no, it happened around the same time he was around. That mouse sold his soul a long time ago. But Snow White is very a classic. Snow White is really classic, and it is one of personally. I still will always like the original fairy tale because I've always those original fairy tales are always like looking back now as like I get older. These shorts are really good as just short stories, and that's not a bad thing for the movies that want to take adaptations of them and expand upon them. That's not a fault on them. That's not even fault in the book. It's just something that you realize that what's better in a format than another format, in my opinion. That's just a good example. I think fairy tales are great examples of that. And I'm not saying all fairy tales are not can't be like 2 hour epics or 1 hour epic or a nice little fairy tale for the kids and you. You know, again, like Snow White is. It's a nice little fairy tale for the adults and kids. And it's fine. It's literally great. again, I love that the dwarves are literally cartoonish compared to the live action Snow White, basically. Like the not the literally movie live action Snow White, but the Snow White in the original movie of the 1930s movie. She looks like so real compared to the to the dwarves, basically. Even the witch. Guys said, well, the queen. The queen. Can we remind you that the queen is hot? Some people would be like, oh, they sexualized the queen in the new live action version. I'm like, the queen in Snow White has always been hot. What are you talking about? Telling me she's not hot. When she becomes the witch, then that's different. You know, if she had a husband, her husband won't recognize the shit out of her. Literally, they'll be like, "Who the fuck are you?" Maybe her husband, her real husband, is that mirror. Now the plot thickens with this. But the original Snow White story is really really good, worth reading. It is a tragic story, it is, um, but it's really good. This is what I love about these good fairy tales. They're very tragic stories, and they need to be. This is why I don't like modern Disney right now, because they used to respect that type of stuff. They used to respect the original darkness of these fairy tales, and they embraced it. Now they fucking looked at it, and now they're freaking scared of it like cancer. Even though this company is corrupt like a motherfucker, like freaking Epstein and Diddy. I said it. I fucking said it. But we all know that guys, there ain't no secret with this company. This company has been around since the fucking 30s. That ain't no secret. I'm sorry, boo boo. But this is a lot. It's funny too because the first time this movie came out, a lot of people thought it was going to fail, mainly because it was hand drawn animation. Mostly hand drawn animation movies only came in shorts, not a full length, basically. You know, I think there was attempts to try to make a theatrical full length animation cartoon before Snow White, but it was never attempted because of just everyone was just like fuck you and the cost also, you know, because even back then hand drawn animation was expensive as shit. So imagine now. I'm dead serious. Hand drawn animation is not a cheat. You know, look at those early Disney's and Looney Tunes stuff. Oh God, don't get me started. I could be here all day talking about some hand drawn animation, the history of that, instead of the stuff that I'm talking about here. But this the Snow White does belong to the history of hand drawn animation. I mean, for crying out loud, it was the first. Wow, yeah, yeah, the first um, full length animated movies, at least here in America. You know, history wise, with Disney. Um, let's see. And what can I say about Snow White? It's a bona fide classic. Even though the prince that grabs her is like 30 something years old. It's like what? And she's supposed to be 13. Hold on. How old is the prince from Snow White? Let's see. They said he was 18 years old. And then, well, Snow White is 14 years old. And then it says right here, while some online sources claims that the prince is 31 is a misconception and misinformation based on fan theories and online rumors. Okay. According to a Reddit thread. Motherfucker, please. Please. That's how you know the Google shit and internet shit is all cover up and crap. I already knew that he was like fucking older. And plus you made him into 18. And she's 14. Oh wow, what a difference. Lock this man up. Lock this man up. Oh, you're acting like, oh, it wasn't 30, guys. It was 18. And I'm over here like, lock this man up. Hang him up to dry. Gasas Rajado, fuck the prince in Snow White. He can go to jail forever. And the dwarves should have protected her. Like, what the hell is wrong with this picture? Uh, but moving on. Let's go to, oh, shit. You know what? All of these original movies have some type of fucked up themes in them. Holy shit. Um, but overall, the witch dying slash the queen dying was such a highlight in that movie of the Snow White. Then you had the vultures going around and spinning all the way down just to feed on her flesh, on her bloody corpse, and just you don't even see the corpse or anything like that. You just imagine what it looks like. And then just when you see the vultures just going there, you just imagine them just how they feasting on her, just grabbing her eyeballs and just grabbing her neck and just just because they're big vultures and shit, you know. So I'm over here like, even when I saw that a long time ago, I'm over here like, this is grim fairy tales at its finest, and it deserves literally a medal of best grim fairy tales adaptations, basically. Um, Hold on. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, I had to make sure it was for Brothers Grimm because I did not want to fuck up. Because I am such a fan of their stories, to be quite honest with you. I'm still surprised that there's no other versions of their stories that have come out. Um, some of them are shorter than Snow White. I'll say that right now. Even Red Riding Hood. That which is one of the most famous. You talk about a Grimm's fairy tales that is legendary, probably more famous than Snow White, to be honest. And sadly, Pinocchio is not part of the Grimm fairy tales one. At least it should be, but it's not. um, Even though it has all the aspects of Grimm fairy tales, in my opinion. So Pinocchio, 1940 is my to be honest, it's actually one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. This movie is fucked up. This movie is grim as fuck. There's a whole fucking story of freaking sex trafficking in this fucking movie of children. You cannot fucking deny this shit. Yo, man, anyone at Disney was just exposing shit had balls. I said that right now. These movies had balls. This movie had balls. And nothing, we don't know what happened to the kids that turned into donkeys. God knows where their parents are. Again, it's freaking dark for a kids movie. And to be honest, it's every version of Pinocchio has basically have done that. Even the terrible ones. This movie stands out like a motherfucker. Not just for anyone that just wants to see more of the layers of this movie, of what it is, because in a I haven't read the book in a while, but there was some stuff that was kind of like that in the book. But I don't want to say it's 100% like it is in this movie because I haven't read the book in a while, so I don't, I don't want to get it wrong, But it is weird though that it's like Pinocchio in the book is like with the fairy when she dies, it's like, oh my God, fairy, no, you know, it's like, I love you, you're my sister, I love you. But he says it in a way like he wants to be with her or some shit. I'm over here like, you're acting like she's your sister, but then you want to. It's all confusing here. I'm all confused now. I'm like, I don't get you, book. But let me talk about a little bit of Pinocchio book. The one scene I wish they put in the animated movie was Pinocchio running into that freaking snake. The snake was about to eat Pinocchio, and he slips and bonk his head, and the snake laughs so hard that he literally burst his freaking heart and lungs. That's a description in the book. He laughed so hard he literally busted a vein in his either chest or heart. And I'm over here like, what the fuck, man? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. I don't know why in any Pinocchio version that I have seen, they never put the snake. You guys think it is? Do you think that is fuck? You think apparently showing the whole donkey stuff, to be honest, is fine, but showing a snake laughing to death is too much? What? I don't get that. What a weird decision for these movies, Pinocchio movies. You know, you want to focus on the sex trafficking element more than the snake laughing to death. I know it's just a side thing of the story when Pinocchio is just out adventuring, but you always cut it. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird to me. It's so fucking weird. And Geppetto in this movie, the Disney movie, he doesn't have a friend that he bickers and fights over and stuff like that. Pinocchio is a little freaking bastard in this book, and he's not. And in this movie, he's kind of like that too, but not that much. He's way worse in the book. In the book, he just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. He does not care. He kills Jimmy the Cricket. He goes and throws that shit at him. Eventually see Jimmy the Cricket later as a ghost, but he kills him. I thought that was going to happen in the Dana del Toro. I hope I'm saying his name right. The Netflix version of Pinocchio. Let me talk about that one real quick too. That is my favorite version of Pinocchio today. I love the motion animation, man. It's so good. It's so good. And you think Pinocchio is going to become a real boy and live with his father and stuff like that? They don't. Spoilers. If you haven't seen that movie, leave now before I spoil it. No, that does not happen. That doesn't happen. He moves on while everyone that is alive dies around him. Um, when I saw that movie and I saw that ending, I was like, "This is what I'm talking about, Disney. This is what I'm talking about." And then you make a Disney remake of Pinocchio, which I adore and love to death with the original, and you and the people. That's the thing. I don't have much as hatred as Disney's live action Pinocchio as I don't, because overall I knew how it was going to be because these Disney live action remakes. But Disney, if you're watching this, when I watched that movie and I think about the Netflix version of it, and I think the original of it, like really hard, when I really think about it, and I sit down and just planter it, I look at you and I see how much far you have fallen. I'm not even mad. I'm like so disappointed that I feel like I mean, fine, it might sound corny that hey, I could cry. Not because you made me cry, it's because it's such a disappointment that a company that understood stuff like the fucking Pinocchio Netflix movie, it breaks me. Because you guys are supposed to be animators. You guys are supposed to be the pioneers of hand drawn animation and animation in general. You always look to the future, but you always look at your past also. But but every time I think about you, Disney, it's not even hatred. It's not even disgust. It's pure sadness and tears in my eyes. I can't even look at Kingdom Hearts the same after Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously. That broke the camel's back a little bit more, but I already saw the writing on the wall, anyways. With not Kingdom Hearts, but with Disney. But I'm only here just not even waiting, just looking at it like just you know when you're watching an old friend dying and you're crying and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like that. It's like that. It's literally like that. That's how much I love this Pinocchio movie. I love the original Pinocchio movie. It's so good. It's really good. Monstro is the highlight of the whole fucking movie. Pinocchio turning into a donkey is another highlight of that movie, and so is his friend, which is one of the most darkest shit you can ever show to a kid, especially to a boy. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was watching that movie as a kid that they were drinking and smoking and shit like that. And even I, as a kid, was like, "You're not supposed to do that." you know. It's funny now because I do those things, but hey, don't tell young Pinocchio. But the one thing I could say I did not like from the book, and I think other adaptations of Pinocchio did the same thing, or they just copied what Disney did. They just show when Pinocchio becomes a real boy. It's not like in the Disney movie, obviously, and that's fine. You can have a different ending and stuff like that. It's just the way you did it. You have Pinocchio looking at his corpse on a chair and saying, "Hey, look at that. Look what I used to be." Not going back to that shit again. Basically, I am dead serious. That's basically what he says. Okay, it's kind of funny. Like it kind of reminds me of Monty Python-ish, even though this book was made way before Monty Python. But when I saw that ending, I'm like, is this a Mighty Python shit? Is this where they came from? They saw this book and they were like, ooh, that's all humor. you know? Because the ending to this book, of the Pinocchio book, of the Adventures of Pinocchio, I'm over here like, are you serious? Are you serious? And the thing is, there's different versions of the Pinocchio book, anyways. There's ones that are grim as fuck. But the one that you get, the original one that ever came out, you can get that, and you still get the same feel. The original one is still dark as fuck. For crying out loud, they hanged Pinocchio from a tree, and he was almost dying to death. And the fairy had to help him, and Pinocchio was stubborn, saying, "Oh, I'm not taking that." And all of a sudden, you have rabbits, which are freaking cool, by the way. Which you do see them in the Netflix version, which I love that they brought the rabbits. I love that they did. You see that every time I read this book and I look at what Disney could have done with the freaking remake of Pinocchio live action, you guys just disappoint me. You disappoint me. It was such a non-creative fluff. You literally mean to tell me you couldn't have a scene of Pinocchio being hanged and have that dramatic moment of like, oh shit, you guys got dark really fast. Like you already don't give a fuck about these remakes, so might as well just do it, Disney. Hey, this is how much we care about our characters. Come on, Pinocchio, suffocate, suffocate. The fairy, oh shit. you know. The Fairy from Pinocchio versus Disney, the company. I watched that. I watched that shit. I watched that shit. I'm voting for the Fairy, to be quite honest with you. That Fairy will kick your ass. You can't kill us. We're Disney. It's like, your power is money. It's on fire now. Fuck. Yeah. What happens when all the money's gone like this by tomorrow? This is why I think about like these. This is why I think about sometimes with these companies, and then none of these companies don't want to think about that. Literally, by tomorrow, your company could be like just dust floating in a pile of rubble. You guys need to like get right with yourselves and get right with your customers. But the only way that can happen starts with yourself. But moving on, that's just how I felt with Pinocchio, man. That little wooden boy, that freaking puppet that wants to become a real kid, has a special place in my heart because even when I see him in Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, you're not. He's going back home. He is not going anywhere basically. And they could have done so much with Pinocchio. That was the plan for because they had Sqawn, and Sqawn was like a puppet as well, and they were going to do so much for it in and supposedly in 358/2 days, but they had to cut it, which I was like, no, God, it would have been so awesome. Would have been so awesome, and they still could have done that throughout the whole series, you know. Especially when everyone gets replicas, I mean, freaking dolls of themselves to put their souls in. You can still do more of the Pinocchio story up until Kingdom Hearts 3. You know? Oh, man. That's the thing, man. Like, there was so much potential with the Kingdom Hearts series. There was after 2, there had to be so much more, so much, left opportunities that were not there, man. That's why if you're going to reboot the series or something like that, start from after 2. And look what you have from Chain of Memories, and if you still want to add those characters, of course, go ahead, but do it in a different way, basically. Um, I don't mind. It could be a whole different what if story or a whole what. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't give a shit. Just fucking do it. Make it good at least. Um, Fantasia. This movie. This movie is literally like all I have to say is, as an adult, take the highest potion of drugs as possible and watch this movie, and then that's it. I think that's all I have to say about Fantasia. I loved it as a kid, still love it as an adult. I haven't watched it in a while, obviously, but if I thought about it now, watching it, I would take all the drugs in the water and I would fucking watch it. No, I'm just kidding. But the animation of this movie, it is just great, gorgeous, and the I think it was the beginning of the short, right? Of like Mickey Mouse with the brooms and all that. That was such a big moment for me as a kid, because that is how I envisioned Mickey Mouse looking forever. That's my look for Mickey Mouse. I'm dead serious. That vision right there with him, that with the hat, with the freaking garments and stuff like that. He being the apprentice and stuff like that. I'm just over here like that. That's Mickey right there. To me, that's Mickey. That's Mickey. You know. Um, Another one that is Mickey for me also is the Jack and the Beanstalk one. I just love that one really much. So I grew up watching that short so many times. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Um, yeah, I was just a big fan of Mickey. You know, I wasn't like a Donald or Goofy fan as a kid, but as it become when I became older, I was a huge fan of Donald and Goofy. Not because of Kingdom Hearts. That was later, much later. Um, but because when I got older, I stopped liking Mickey because I just was watching a lot more of Donald and Goofy. So, not their shorts, but the stuff that they were in it. Like once I, like almost like from the end of how like what is it? You know when House of Mouse started, that Disney show. It's basically saying basically I'm saying not started from there, but like it ended there of me when I started like watching the show basically of like oh now I know so much of these characters basically. Now I'm watching House of Mouse and I'm like, oh man, I'm in it. Like these guys are gonna be so cool and shit like that. Like this is gonna be great. I wonder what Mickey's going. Yo, the stuff that Mickey goes through in this show too. I'm over here like, you see, this is what I've been wanting for years for Mickey. You know, just stuff like this because Disney was so like restricted with him. They still are, but at least right there with the House of Mouse, they were willing to flex, and I like that. I love that. I love that shit. And they flex a lot with Minnie and Daisy too. It was just great. Also with the villains, they had a ball with the villains, as you should. You know, Disney was thinking, well, like we have a whole library, and the thing is, if we had House of Mouse today, it probably would have been fine for like what a nostalgia trip, first episode. But I guarantee you, by the 10th episode, they would make it into crap. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Um, so speaking, sorry, I was just talking about Mickey mainly because of the Fantasia movie. The whole Fantasia. Let's see here. Uh, Fantasia. Not no, not fantasy. So okay, damn man, that image of Mickey is literally like again. I can't get enough of it. I think I've seen Fantasia 2000, but nothing's gonna compete to Fantasia, the original. I'm sorry, it just does not. It does. It just doesn't compare, and especially the end. I just remember because I'm seeing the picture of the freaking Yadaboff here. He's the fucking devil, man. Yo, man, this shit is a classic. This shit is a classic, man. Fantasia is a classic. And the thing is, Disney, I want to say this right now. Like, if you want to make an animated movie, make something that's like Fantasia. You don't have to call it Fantasia. Call it something else. Um, but do something like that. Like, you have so many talented people in your studio that are hungry, that want to do stuff. That you don't want. You don't want it. You don't want your company to be like what these video game companies are happening to. Some of the people are leaving and making good fucking quality shit like Expedition 33. You know? Like, come on, Disney. Come on, man. Like, business is business. I get that. But you're to the point that things like Fantasia can never be a thing anymore. In the original Pinocchio. And it's sad. And it's sad, too. And you need to stop being so... Oh, you make that? Well, we're going to make this and compete with you. So, like, high school. So high school. It's so fucking sad. So fucking high school. So fucking high school. Some of you people haven't grown up, have you? You have talented fucking people. And they all act like fucking children. It's ridiculous. It's fucking sad, actually. It's fucking sad. And the thing is, I'm not even talking. Look, the mouse could be corrupt. That's fine. But your employees and the directors and all that stuff, you guys are corrupt too? If the mouse is not making that good of a money, the mouse is going to freaking. The mouse wants money. He wants that cheese. You don't give him the cheese, you're gone. You know? And I guarantee you, people at Disney that are making these remakes and they don't give a shit either are hungry as well. Because they need something to stimulate their mind and they're just bored and just doing all of this and throwing money at it. Oh, okay, oh, that'll make money. Oh, let's see that made money. Oh, that made money. Oh, let's see that made money. They're mindless zombies. So when you're actually showing something that's good and quality, they're like, uh, they will look at you as a god. All right, and they will literally kiss your ass. Literally, like imagine Disney kissing your ass because they want creativity. And most people are like, that would be the day. Hey, if it is, hey, that's how you know Disney's desperate at that point. And maybe they're not, and maybe they don't have to be. All they have to do is just be like, hey, we need to kiss some of these young folks' ass to get some good shit. Let's make some good shit. Let's make some money. You know? Seriously. That's all your companies care for. Disney, look, I get it. You want to make as much money as possible. And I know supposedly the Lilo and Stitch movie, the live action one, got made money. Now you want to make a second one? Why you want to make a fucking Hercules movie or Tangled live action movies? You know, you're making these movies so much that it's starting to look like something you see on YouTube. Ooh, you're making these remakes so much that literally it's starting to look like a YouTube project that a kid made in his backyard. That's what it's looking like to me with you right now, Disney. And I don't know why you don't look at Fantasia, Pinocchio, and all this stuff and realize how much you fucked up. But everyone has already told you this. Moving on. Um, but Jumbo. What the fuck you just said? To be honest, guys, um, that was there's a lot to go to that, to be honest. But Dumbo is also a really good movie to go on. To be honest with you, oh man, that little mouse. Oh, still to this day it pisses me off. Still to this day it pisses me off because it does. It just does. You animators make a movie called Dumbo, right? And then he befriends a mouse. And you don't want to take the opportunity to use your mouse mascot to literally just probably promote the film even more. And you can make literally Mickey, small Mickey. I don't give a shit. Make him into a mouse. Or make the mouse look like a version of a Mickey. That's what you used to do back then before you even had a Mickey Mouse. Remember Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and then some of his shorts they had like little mice that looked like freaking Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. How come you didn't do that? You stupid fucking. This is the that's the only thing that's the only thing that bothers me with this movie, the original Dumbo. That's the only thing that bothers me with this movie, that the mouse is not fucking Mickey Mouse. I don't know why. I don't know why. Still to this day, even I felt this even as a kid. Still to this day, that I feel this way as an adult. A 31 fucking year old adult that I have no reason to fucking brag about or freaking care about. Why do I care? Seriously, why do I fucking give a fuck? But yeah, it still fucking bothers me to this day. What the fuck? It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't. Hell, to be honest, they could replace it with a freaking plushie in the remake, and I would have been satisfied. I am dead serious. Oh, I lost control of my life. If you know that reference, you deserve a cookie. Uh, oh God. But good movie though. The stuff with Dumbo's mom. Fuck those people, those zookeepers. Oh, did I say zookeepers? It was a circus. Um, but hold on, I gotta find this out before you guys troll me in the comment section. Um, when I said Dumbo, when I said Jumbo. Relax, guys. Relax. The reason I say that is because a lot of people say it's actually a slur for, was it a color man? Because there's actually, because that's actually a thing. Um, if you watch one of the old Looney Tunes shorts, basically. Um, that's why everyone always you know what's funny? Back in the day, the Uncle Tom thing was literally meant something else. But every time everyone hears it, everyone gets offended about it. But no, that word that everyone associates with with what is it? Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, guys. Here. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm just looking. I'm just looking at this here. Let's see. So anyway, that goes with Jumbo. Sorry about that. It goes with Jumbo. Not the other one. Seriously, Uncle Tom. Sorry. So, because everyone always because hey, I thought about that too a long time ago until I did more of my research, and I was just like, This is fishy as fuck, guys. Like we've been wrong with a lot of things here. And look, if you don't believe me, that's fine. But that's what I found out. You don't have to agree with me, and that's fine. Because I'm not going to convince anybody. There's a fucking person on YouTube that's just researching all of this shit, and I just can't believe it. And by the way, Jumbo is an elephant, a real life elephant. That there is that. So, despite the slur, it is an elephant. It was a thing. Jumbo, December 25th, 1816 to September 15th, 1858. Also known as Jumbo the elephant. Jumbo the circus elephant, with a 19th century male African bush elephant. Look at that. So, yeah, a real thing. I think it was. Oh yeah, poor elephant. There was a lot of things with that elephant, man. But moving on. The story is basically like based on him, but they also what is it? But there's a reason why they put that Jumbo thing in the movie Dumbo, you know. So yeah, there's that. So hold on. But the next movie is Bambi. The one. Um, the one that got his mother killed. Well, sorry, I was just looking something up, but over here they keep saying it's not a slur, but yet but they showed it a lot in these Looney Tunes shorts, and I know because I have a short of it. I can literally prove it. I have receipts, motherfuckers. Not you viewers, but you know, anyone that wants to look up that shit. But anyways, this movie Bambi, again, the animation's good. All of the animations from Snow White to Bambi are really, really, really good. Um, and I enjoyed it very, very much. The only thing is, Bambi is not a girl; it's a boy. No, I'm playing. How many people didn't know that? You know, like it's a girl. Is Bambi a girl? No, it's actually a guy. But no, that's bullshit. He grows up and grows antlers and becomes huge and big and like what do you think what Bambi is? He starts growing antlers. You dumb shit. No, but Bambi is a classic. I have nothing to say with Bambi, to be honest. The one moment his mom gets killed and his dad needs to take care of him. Oh, your mom died. Oh, shut the fuck up and walk with me like a man. I'll show you how a man is because your mother couldn't do it. It's like, no. No, but would you see that scene for the first time and imagine taking that and then saying that? People, as viewers, people are like, "Run, baby, run!" So who killed Bambi's mom? Well, to be honest, it was Judge Doom. Judge Doom killed Bambi's mom. It wasn't 100% confirmed, obviously. It was just a little thing that was going to happen in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But that didn't happen. But supposedly Judge Doom also played the evil queen. The Queen of Hearts. Like the queen from Snow White. Why? Really? That's boring. That's boring. I would like to think that he's that possum. I believe he has to be that possum. Hey, the movie referenced it with that pistol. It has to be. It has to be that fucking possum. Who wouldn't it be? He had the same gun. He was about to shoot Eddie Valiant. Can't make that shit up. I don't give a fuck what no one says. That's Possum. We never saw his face, but he deserved to die. Died. 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 No. Shut the fuck up. No. So yeah, this is another movie that's like almost like kind of like Fantasia-ish, but it's not really Fantasia. It's a short. It's not a short. It's a long fucking goddamn movie. What the fuck is this movie? Hold on. What the fuck is this movie? What am I looking at? Moscatata. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was. Yep. Oh, yeah. I had this toy. I had this toy when daughter is was it the Amigos one, Santos Amigos. I'm so fucking butchering that, and I'm Hispanic. Um, so sad. Um, but this is a good movie. This is actually a good movie. I've actually remembered this movie. Damn, I have watched all the Disney fucking golden era. Shit, I'm a nerd. It just happened. I was young. I was stupid. No. Um, but this one's really good. I can't really say much of it. It's just Disney really having fun. Again, it's like one of those Fantasia things. Just Disney laying out the creativity and going all out, and exploring an area, a culture that's really really cool and really really fascinating. So let's move forward. Cinderella. This movie sucks. No, I'm playing. No, this movie is good. This movie's good. This movie is good. Cinderella is good. And I heard the live action one is not bad either. At the time, people talked kind of smacked about it, I think. But now everyone's just like, to be honest, it's better than the other fucking movies. And people are saying that with Maleficent also, but I haven't watched those two movies. And I have Disney Plus, so maybe I will watch it one day. In my grief. No. But this movie, who doesn't know about Snow White? I don't have to give a description with these movies. The childhood classics, I don't have to fucking give description of these. And the fairy tale with this movie, hoo. Oh, Cinderella, 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 Cinderella. Um. Oh yeah, there was something about that too. I do have to tell you something about that. Um. Apparently, my grandmother was Cinderella. I'm dead serious. She had to take care of her sisters and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Um, it's crazy. When I found that out, when my mom told me that I was just like, "Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? Like, shit." But okay, so it's not a Grimm's fairy tale. Just wondering. Just wondering. What kind of picture are you using with that? That is way too sexy. That is way too sexy. That is. Oh, okay, that's fine. I was gonna say that was way too sexy for a Cinderella cover, for a fairy tale cover, guys. Jeez, for kids to read, that that anyone could read actually. So the evil stepsisters are freaking are great. The evil stepmother is great also. Um, Overall, just good. Good fucking great characters, great music. Um, you gotta feel sorry for the prince. He's dancing with this woman. He falls in love with her, and then he can't fucking find her. Oh, we've all been there, man. We've all been there. We've all been there. And Cinderella, man, she goes through a lot in this movie, man. She goes through a lot. Seriously. If this movie came out today, they would have called this shit woke. And I would have been like, go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. It's like, oh, she should be listening to her own family. Do you know what she's going through? Well, too bad for her. At least she has a roof over her head. Oh God. Oh God. Like her situation is toxic. She should leave. Well, that's her fault for her staying. I'm dead serious, man. Like these are the people you want to freaking look like. Like I don't want to say it. 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 Like you guys probably be like, hey, insert whatever it is here. So what is next after Cinderella? Oh, another shitty movie. No, I'm playing. This one's really, really good. Also, it is the holy and um absolutely the most um best golden era movie, right next to Pinocchio, is Alice in Wonderland. Now, this movie is freaking awesome, and I know a lot of people might. That's the thing. There's a lot of people that love Alice in Wonderland and hate that Alice in Wonderland is associated with drugs, basically like shrooms or weed or something like that or acid. And I never saw the argument of that. You guys should probably be happy that it is that. But I know Alice in Wonderland, when you read the book, of course it's not that. It's a girl that is going through stuff, basically, and also questioning the ward and all that stuff. You know? And that's not, and that is not, and the thing is, too, the people that use Alice, basically, or like the Cheshire Cat, or her with a mushroom as like a reference for drugs or something like that, do you think they really know that? Do you think they really know? Maybe maybe some do, but do you think overall people that use her as like a mascot of drugs or something like that, do they really think that like do they really think that her what is it? I'm saying that do they really think that hey they they don't know the story of Alice and stuff like that, and maybe some of them don't. But some of them do, and probably some of them will actually respect the genre and will be like, I got no problem with being using it for drug theme and all that stuff. Because it's still a war that doesn't really make sense. And it has that type of fear of so imaginary and fairy tale to the point that, well, obviously, might as well use drugs. You know, it literally, that's how it is. But I know, as an Alice in Wonderland fan, that I know that it's used obviously in different contexts, obviously. But some people out here might not care about that, or might not even notice that at all, or might not even be aware of it. They might not be aware of it, and they don't mind it, mainly because it's something that really doesn't really because it's something that it's not really hindering them to enjoy Alice in Wonderland, or even Alice in general, the character. You know, um, because there's been different forms of Alice. There's like been an adult Alice when there's a sci-fi movie called Alice, basically, and I thought that show was I mean, well, yeah, it was a two-part series. I thought that was fine. I didn't hated it. You know, I still question why people want to ship Alice and the Mad Hatter all the time. Um, Maybe she could have like I don't I still don't understand that. Like they did that. Like I never did understand that. It makes more it makes more sense of Mad Hatter getting with freaking somebody else. To be honest with you, the evil what was it the Princess of Hearts? I mean Princess of Hearts. Look at me, Kingdom Hearts in here. Um, it makes more sense if he goes freaking kissing the the Queen of Hearts. You know, but obviously that wouldn't make sense. But hey, it's Alice in Wonderland, right? But overall, this movie, Alice in Wonderland, is great. It's wired until the end. It does. It goes insane. The Queen in this movie is so freaking great. She's just wild. She's literally tuning up the scenery, and then you have the king. Yo, the little thing that they do every time they put the king, that little like a little sound that they put every time they be like, "Here's the queen." Da, 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 da. Kane. And I'm like, good God, it's great. It is. It's great. And the queen is like the biggest thing with Alice because the queen just hates Alice because Alice is literally questioning her authority because everything that the queen is saying doesn't make sense. And you know how Alice is. Alice is always questioning things. Alice is always telling people, "Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to do that? Why does it need to be this way?" You know, that's why. That's why a lot of people that look at the drug stuff, like I said again, might not either notice it, don't care about it, or will actually see who she really is if they read the book or anything, find the material. Because if they really are intrigued with Alice in Wonderland, the whole material, they won't just look at the Tim Burton stuff or some bad adaptation of Alice in Wonderland. You know, they will go more deeper and find out why it's so appreciated so much. You know, so that's just me. Again, I don't mind if Alice is used to be drug references forever into time. I don't care. But if anyone has a problem with it, I don't see why is the problem with it. Oh, it goes everything against her character. I get it. I get it. But guys, some people don't care. Other people will understand you like I do. But then at the same time, you don't like at the same time me, I don't mind it at all. Mainly because you know she's not even like that at all. And there's no reason for you to get such hop on about when she's a mascot of so many logoed, I guess, you know, right? Now I don't want to say mascot, I guess, but used as like drug references mainly because people just like to use her. You know? And then have you ever heard the song of what's that song called, man? God. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, okay. White Rabbit. You guys never heard the song of White Rabbit? Not that one. Your Magic, Straight Jacket. Not that one. Even though I like that one, I do like that one. If we're gonna talk about a little bit of Alice in Wonderland, let's talk about a little bit of the music. The music in this movie is good. In the music for any type of Alice in Wonderland, even the Tim Burton soundtrack of Alice in Wonderland, of the rock band singing when it has Johnny Depp's creepy face in it as the Mad Hatter. I like the soundtrack. You know, what is it? Her name is Alice. I feel like those songs understand who the character is. She's, you know, it's just so good. I wish I could play a song right here, but I just can't. But White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit is so fucking good. It's good. And the thing is, the 60s really didn't. The, the thing is, this movie came out. This movie came out in 1951. It wasn't until the 60s era that they kept using Alice a lot. And then this song that came out, God knows what, 1967. And there was a live performance with it too. I think I saw that live performance. I wasn't there, but I think I saw it, a video of it. But you mean to tell me that song is not good? So they've been using Alice as like a drug thing for years, guys. For years. I don't know why people get so upset about it now. When it's been used since 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 10s, and now we're in the 20s. It's been 7 decades. I think we can get over it. I don't know. When you think about it that way, 7 decades and you complain about something that's been around for 7 decades, kind of makes you look like, I don't know. One of these Karens. Where's your manager? What do you want me to say? Just be proud that she is, and not some mascot for something else. You know, or used for something else. That's just me, man. That's just me. You know, seriously. I'd rather have I'd rather have Alice and the Cheshire Cat and the Mad Hatter smoking a joint and taking shrooms and on a T-shirt than them as like a representation than them being an example for like not to do drugs, kids. This is the people. This is if you do drugs, kids, you end up like this person. Shows a picture of Alice or some shit. Being disrespectful to the fucking character altogether. That is what I'm talking about. That would be bullshit. So sorry. It's just when people talk about something like that with Alice in Wonderland and stuff like that, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Even the book is trippy as shit. Even the way Alice talks, and it's really cool, And she doesn't care about. I mean, she cares about her sister, but she doesn't really listen to her all that much. She gives good advice, but she rarely seldom follow them. And that's Alice, baby. That's Alice. Come on, man. She gives good advice, but does she follow them sometimes? No, she doesn't. Even when she's grown up, she still doesn't fucking do that shit. Remember Madness Returns and stuff like that? I love those games. I love those games. American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns is a must play. I haven't beat the OG, but I will one day. And the thing is too, we almost got another Alice game from American McGee, but EA is just such a piece of shit. And now it's to the point that EA doesn't want to give up the rights. No, we don't want to make a game. Then okay, give the rights to somebody. No. Okay, so you can make a shit movie. With fucking Sony? No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Give up the rights, EA, so someone can grab that shit and make something good out of it. Either a game or a show or a movie. Definitely a show. I would love to watch American McGee's Alice as a TV show. Yes. Yes. But you didn't want that, Disney. I found out today that the Tim Burton version was about to be American McGee's Alice movie. Yes. I found that shit out today. Are you serious? Are you serious? And we got that? Disney did not want. They wanted to grab American McGee's Alice, but didn't want nothing else with it. Not the story, not the way Alice is, or anything like that. Not the darkness, not the tragedy, not the fucked upness that's happening. No. They just want to grab the art style, and that's it. And let's just get Tim Burton, because it'll be Tim Burton's art style. There we go. We sold it. Now that I look at that movie more, I'm over here like it's more of a piece of shit in my eyes now. So you mean to tell me that art style is on Tim Burton? It's literally American McGee's Alice? And the more I look at that movie now, the more over here like, fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. I'm still talking about this company too. The next movie, Peter Pan. The guy that kidnaps children in their sleep. Moving on. Lady and the Tramp. Well, it says it right there in the title. She's a tramp. Moving on. Let's see. Beauty and the Sleeping Beauty. This movie is rock hard awesome. It's sad that no one barely remembers the princess in this movie. She's in the fucking title, for crying out loud. She's Sleeping Beauty. And no one doesn't know her name. Her name is Aurora. And people just call her Sleeping Beauty. Why? Because this character's fucking forgettable as shit. Cinderella and Snow White are more recognizable and more nameable than Aurora. Even I forget about her name sometimes. See, I just butcher her name a little bit because I barely say her name. I just say Snow White sometimes because that's what people associate her with. What a terrible character. What a waste of fucking time. Good movie, though. Good fucking movie. Good movie. Maleficent and the Prince save that movie, especially Maleficent. But they save that movie. They save that movie. That movie's good. And the thing is, most people be like, well, you can't really blame Snow White. You can't blame Aurora. She's fucking sleeping all day. It's like, I know. And that's the problem. She's fucking sleeping all day. I can't blame the character that because that is how it is in the original story, too. It's more darker. The prince rapes her and she wakes up giving birth. Yeah, that's the original story to Snow White. Hey, guys, I told you it was going to be grim. What do you think I love these grim fairy tales? They don't hold back. They don't hold back and they don't give a shit. They're very fucking dark. Very dark, man. Very dark, especially when a kid like my niece's age reads those. They'd be like, what the fuck? You know? So it's teaching. You would think that it would scare kids, or some people might be like, "Oh, these should not be for kids," but they are. Some of them, the reason they are is because they actually teaching kids something. You know what to like, not to do that shit. It's like the Pinocchio book. The reason Pinocchio was going through all this bad stuff is because, well, he was being a bad boy, and the author was just like, "No, this is what happens when you're doing stupid shit as a kid," you know. Um, but they told him to change it because literally the author of Pinocchio was basically like, you keep doing stupid shit. Guess what? You're gonna end up dead, getting hung from a tree. And that was going to be the end of Pinocchio until I think his editor was just like, please change it. That's pretty grim. But yeah, I mean that was still kept in the book, him being hung. But then they edited it a bit, so the fairy tries to help him. But the author still wanted to kill him. The author for Pinocchio, man, since day one, he looked at Pinocchio and he was like, die, you little puppet boy. Run, Pinocchio, run. Oh, shit. Alright, look, okay. Let me go back to Sleeping Beauty later. I skipped Peter Pan. I know you guys probably be like, no, wait, Peter Pan. You don't like Peter Pan? No, I love Peter Pan, actually. I do. I love Peter Pan. I love this movie. I just have nothing to say about it. It's Peter Pan. I have nothing to say about this movie. I love the rivalry between Hook and Peter Pan, and I love the clock always showing up. Yo, again, Hook, highlight, 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 highlight. Anything with Hook, the Disney version of Hook, I'm eating up. The Disney version of Hook is fucking hilarious and awesome. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's great. He could be intimidating when he has to. He could be goofy if he has to. He could be what is it? The stupidest person if he has to. You know, it's great. It's great. It's great. And sometimes he could do all three all at the same time. That is acting. That is voice acting at its finest. Mwah! Especially when you still see Hook sometimes in these Model Kingdom Hearts games. They still do it good. They still do it good, man. Like, seriously. How come we don't have Hook in One Piece? He can act the same way. I don't give a fuck. Just, if I was a water, I would have been like, yeah, I basically just ripped him off from Disney. What's Disney going to do? Sue me? It's a parody. It's a parody. It's a parody. But overall, I like this movie. Wendy's fine. I like her brothers way more than her. Yeah. I mean, Wendy's not a bad person. She's just trying to keep her brothers in line, and at least she tells Peter off that he does deserve to be. He does deserve that, though. Peter Pan, he does. There's some moments I'm just like, someone just needs to tell you, and Wendy does that. So for that, thank you. See, that's what I'm telling you. All characters do great in this movie. So you need a character for this character. You need this character to do this. It all works out great. It all works out good. So Lady and the Tramp. I still don't get why they made a sequel to these movies. I'm talking about Lady and the Tramp overall, not the whole Disney stuff overall. I'm still wondering why they did that. But Lady and the Tramp, obviously, is a classic. Also, you had that great scene when they're I forgot how it's in the poster when the dogs are having spaghetti, and and they kiss to each other and stuff like that. That is a great scene. That's a great scene. That's iconic as shit. It is. That's the first thing that Disney shows you every time you show these characters now. Because it's that iconic. It's that iconic. And the people, when they made this movie in 1955, they knew it was iconic. They knew it was iconic. They put it in the trailer, for crying out loud. Even when Disney re-released it on VHS, they still put it in the trailer. Because it's that iconic in so many movies. And animated movies has literally copied it. With great success, to be honest with you. Why? Because it's just two people kissing. You can't really fuck that up. I hope not. If you are, I think you need to go back to acting classes. And it's not that hard to learn how to kiss somebody, guys. Seriously. So, yeah, I got nothing else. Yeah. It is funny that it's the movie's called Lady and the Tramp. And then when you look at the lady, you think it's the tramp. And it's like, no, the guy is the tramp. And you all hear being like, oh, I misled the title all wrong. Oh, God. That's so hilarious. I'm surprised they never changed the name when they remade it. Because, it just sounds funny. The lady and her tramp. It's like, that's a hairy tramp. Going back to the Beauty and the Beast, it came out in 1959. Again, this movie is a classic. I love when the witches are fighting, the little fairy witches are fighting and stuff like that. Again, Maleficent's great. And the Prince, I believe, Prince Philip, he's actually, again, really good. Yeah, that's really it. I think I said a lot about this movie already. It's just fun, worthy of seeing, and but I'm sorry. In the remake of Sleeping Beauty, guess what? Aurora is Maleficent's daughter. I forgot to breathe there. Moving on. Let's see. 101 Dalmatians. This was literally a test to see how much they can put on the fucking screen. I remember looking at behind the scenes of this movie years ago, talking about how the animators wanted to put so many almost like the same character on the screen or something like that. And what they thought of is what Dalmatians. And there you go. 101 Dalmatians were born. There you go. How many could you put in one picture? That was the test for this movie. And it was full, and it was literally, this wasn't even a short. This was a full-fledged fucking goddamn movie. This movie's good. 101 Dalmatians is good. Cruella de Vil is great. And the thugs that work with her are hilarious as shit. And to be honest, the live action version of 101 Dalmatians and 102 Dalmatians, the live action versions, I love them. I fucking love them. I love them. I love them. They're good live action movies. And the actress that plays Cruella de Vil, she is the definitive Cruella de Vil for me. Forever. Forever. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Hold on. 101 Dalmatians, live action. I was expecting them to say something, but there you go. The 101 Dalmatians live action one. This showed this a lot in Disney Plus. I mean Disney Channel, but I saw it way before. I saw this on VHS. I didn't own it, but I went to someone's house that did own it, and I watched it, and I completely fell in love with it. I remember seeing the trailer to it too. I think it was in the Dinosaurs VHS or the Bugs Life VHS, and this trailer was playing. And they show the animated puppies and stuff like that, and then it transitions to the live action puppies going to the down the stairs. That was so good. That was so good. Are you kidding me? This movie is good, man. This movie, even the trailer's good. I got no complaints with them. Again, Rotten Tomatoes, you're fucking like you can't have fun, man. I, I hate websites like Rotten Tomatoes. The definition of fun is like, what's that? Even Dahlia is looking at them like, God, put some fucking emotion into it. Like, the audience gave it 40%. Something's wrong with you. This came out in 1996. What the fuck is wrong with you, 1996 audiences? Go fuck yourselves. Seriously. Jeez, man. Seriously, you guys are terrible. But Glenn Close, I hope I'm saying her name right. Plays Cruella de Vil, the live action version, and you cannot tell me when you look at the animated version and the live action version is unmistakably, undeniably so fucking accurate. It's the same thing when you see Angelina, the actress that played Maleficent. When I told myself if there was gonna be a live action Maleficent, this bitch that did Mr. and Mrs. Smith and the Tomb Raider video game adaptation live action ones years ago in the 90s, she should play as that. She should play as her. And guess what? They did it. They fucking did it. I give that into a compliment, Disney. That was good casting choice. Seriously. I'm forgetting the name right now here. Let's see. Sleeping Beauty. Let's go to. Damn. Oh, that one's the wrong one. Sorry, 2011 Sleeping Beauty. Wait a minute. Did Disney not made it? No. Disney has made Sleeping Beauty live action, right? Right? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Wait. Disney has made a live action version of Sleeping Beauty, but it's not in the translated way. Instead, they directed a remake. Maleficent. So, anyways, Angelina Jolie. She became Maleficent, which again was good casting choice. I'm sorry about that, guys. Jeez, man. Like I knew they made Sleeping Beauty remake, but then I forgot they called it Maleficent. Like, and then I'm over here saying, yeah, I haven't watched Maleficent yet. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. Excuse me. Like seriously, excuse me. It's been a long day. I should be. How many? How many do I have? Oh, this is okay. This is the last two. Um, the sword in the stone. To be honest, guys, I haven't watched this movie. I have not watched this movie. This one and the other one, or I think on my. I had to watch that one as a kid though. I don't think but I know I definitely did not watch this one. Um, um, the Sword in the Stone. I did not watch that one. I did not watch that one. I should watch it. I should watch all the Disney classics again. It's literally on Disney Plus. No, nothing is not stopping me to watch them. So I have nothing to say to that. I do know Marlon is in it. There's that. Um, and it's one of those famous fairy tales that a kid pulls a sword out of a stone. I've seen it before. I've seen that type of story before. So I think I already know what's going to happen, basically. But I'm sure it's unique and different, anyways, because it's Disney. Especially around in the 63. No. These movies are old, bitch. No, anyways. So the last one. The last one is The Jungle Book. I feel like I have seen this movie, but yet I feel like I haven't seen this movie. Huh. Hmm. I think I think these are the only two Disney classics I have not watched. I feel like I have watched The Jungle Book though, but I've seen so many different versions of The Jungle Book, so I feel like I really don't probably have to watch this one. Especially was it The Sword in the Stone? I've seen so many versions of like that type of story that I feel like I don't have to watch these two. Um, yeah, I'm dead serious. Well, once it come to like, once it became 101 Dalmatians, right after that, I saw live action movies that were like again a live action version of the Jungle Book, or like a version of live action version of the stone in the sword in the stone. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't say that. So there's that. Okay, sorry, I was just looking at something. So I guess that's it, guys. This is just my thoughts, my opinions on the classics of Disney. And to be honest, I think that's pretty good. What they have, that library right there. What an end to go! You ended on Jungle Book, and I like, and people like Jungle Book. And if you even ended it on what is it? The Sword and the Stone, then that would have been nice too for some people. You know, um, for some people that one's not like fonder for some people, but a lot of people still love it because they grew up with it. But I make the judge with that. No, just kidding. But I'll see you guys later. So what you guys think down below. What's your favorite golden age movie? I've already told you mine. I've already discussed long links about them in this video, so you guys already know which ones. Um, so yeah, that's it. That's it. It's funny too. Out of all the golden age Disney movies, I enjoyed all of them. I liked all of them. Obviously, the other two I have to probably rewatch to see if I did watch them or probably didn't. Um, Overall, there was only two three that I really, 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 really liked. And most people like that whole golden age. And you only like the three. That must be a problem, right? And with the golden era, right? I'm like, no, the golden era is great. It is. It's good. It's good. It has some flaws, but overall, it's good. Like the animation keeps going different style. I mean, that's different styles. I mean, that's not a problem. It's just that you can see the dwindling of the animation, basically. Um, yeah, there's that. Because Disney was not doing good in the 80s, not until some rabbit helped them out of their financial struggles. But I won't get to that until I talk about the Disney Renaissance, or the dead era of Disney before the Renaissance, because that little rabbit started the Renaissance, basically. Um, and yes, he is Roger Rabbit. So I'll see you guys later and be safe.